Hey guys, Kurt's here with you today. Today I want to go over a little comparison or a kind of a versus here on these two different multivitamins. So first we have the Primal Harvest Primal Multivitamin. It says here a complete vitamin mineral formula supports energy and wellness. Over here we have Thorne, kind of a new brand to me. I like the packaging. It kind of stands out here. I have several products from theirs. Everything's been good. I actually have a few of these too. So I mean, they're both very good. I think they're both pretty new, at least to me anyway. But Thorne, it says basic nutrients 2/day. Again, they keep their stuff pretty simple over here. Again, again, they're both different. I like both the packaging. All right, let's see. On this one over here, suggested use: take 2 capsules daily or as recommended by your healthcare professional. That's a practitioner. Over here we have adults take 1 capsule daily, take with food in the morning. All right, so right off the bat, a difference. Over here you only take 1, and it does say you have to take it with food in the morning. Over here you take 2, and they do not specify with or without food. So I'm assuming that would mean it's fine on empty stomach. So kind of pros and cons right off the bat. Over here, you got to take 2. If you have issues taking pills or getting them down, that's going to be a little bit of an issue maybe for you. But at the same time, you don't have to have food with it. Over here, you got to have food. That for me is something I don't really care for. When I first get up in the morning, I'm just not hungry. I have zero desire to eat. I have to be up for several hours. And I generally like to take my supplements first thing in the morning. That way I don't forget. First thing right off the bat, suck them down with my coffee. I don't got to worry about remember them later on. So pros and cons to both. Let's see all the vitamins. I'm not going to read all of these vitamins. That will take me forever. I'm just going to give it a quick little glance to see if I see anything noticeably different. Again, this one you are taking 2. So I wouldn't be surprised if there is a pretty significant difference on some of these. Let's see. Again, I'm just going to give these a quick little glance, see if I see anything just really popping out at me. Let's see. Thiamine. All right, so there's one. Over here, I think I'm pronounced that right. Thiamine. Percentage-wise, over 4,000%. Over here, for the same supplement, 833%. Pretty big difference on that. Let's see, going down again. I'm just looking at some of the big ones here. Over here, we have vitamin B6 at a little over 1,100%. Let's see what we have on the Primal Vitamin. What am I looking for here? Vitamin B6. Over here, we have 558. So again, I mean, you are taking 2 pills, but you're getting, on at least those handful of supplements or those vitamins, you are getting quite a bit more. This has one of these weird packaging where you have to peel here to read all of it. That's incredibly annoying to me, but it's not a deal breaker by any means. Again, I'm just trying to find some. Okay, here we go. Wow. Vitamin B12, 25,000%. Man. That is really something over here. Let's see what we got on the Primal. Vitamin B12. We have... Trying to scan over here. Looks like 417%. 417%, 25,000%. That is really something. Let's see, another one over here, biotin. Just shy of 1,700%. Let's see over here, biotin. Okay, here's this one's about the same. Actually, it's almost identical. So, what is that? Yeah, we have 500 mcgs of biotin over here. Biotin, 500 mcg. So exact same amount on that one. So both of them are giving you a lot of that. Let's see if over here I see any really pop out. Yeah, on this one here, the Primal, the only thing that's over 1,000% is the one I just read, the biotin. Everything else is under 1,000%. Let's see over here. Again, I kind of got all the ones that were over 1,000%. At the very end of most of your vitamins, to me is where I generally I look to see what the big difference is going to be. The first part of your supplement facts is generally your pretty common stuff, your vitamins, your vitamin A, C, D, E, your B vitamins, so on. When you get to the very bottom, you usually see like a thick line like this, and same thing over here, kind of a thick line. And then underneath that, that's when you start getting some of your special ones, the ones that there's really no daily recommended value to, just something they kind of add in there. They kind of kick it up a notch. So let's see what we got. On the Primal, we have citrus bioflavonoids, and we have lycopene and lutein, and I'm probably pronouncing these incorrectly here. On this one, we have, let's see, D-gamma I'm going to butcher that name, D-gamma something. And that has boron and lutein. Does that have this one? Yeah, the lutein, or however you pronounce it. That's in both. Over here, we have 140 mcgs. Over here, we have 300 mcgs. But that's the only one they both have. So that must be a good additive to a multivitamin, considering they both did it. The other ones, they did not have the same. So there's a little comparison, guys. So, I mean, obviously there's pros and cons. All those vitamins where they're just really loading you up on here. That, for me, I kind of like that. Again, I don't know anything about real nutrition here. I'm just reading a label, basically. I'm just kind of going on what they're telling me. But in all honesty, guys, I would choose this one. I mean, if I had to pick, for several reasons. For me, the biggest one is that you don't have to take food with it. I don't mind taking supplements. I don't mind taking capsules or pills. So taking 2 rather than 1 is not a big deal for me. For some people out there, probably a lot of people, that might even be the deciding factor, maybe. Because I know my wife, for one, she hates taking pills. So if I gave her these 2 to choose, she would definitely choose this one, simply because it said take 1. And she doesn't mind eating in the morning. So she doesn't mind eating in the morning. She prefers to take 1 pill. She would most likely, I pretty much guarantee to actually take this one. Me, I like, I don't want to eat in the morning. And to me, you don't have to take these in the morning. I don't think either one actually said that. But again, just for me personally, I like to take all my supplements first thing in the morning, get it out of the way. That way I don't have to worry about remembering them. But there you go, guys. They're both good. I would definitely recommend either one at this point. I'm not seeing anything off-putting or anything to scare me away from wanting either one. But it really kind of comes down to personal preference. So, actually, I never actually opened these up. That's important here. Let's see what these pills look like. But I was going to say, I would still recommend both. It just goes down to personal preference. But let's see what these actually look like here, because that's a big deal. All right, so these 2 are the Thorne, and this one over here in this hand is going to be the Primal. All right, so get these up here so you can kind of see. So here's the difference. You can kind of see these are a little bit bigger, and this one's a little bit smaller here. Again, not a significant difference, but there is a difference. This one you're getting 1 pill a day and it's smaller. This one you're getting 2 slightly bigger pills. And you can kind of see right there probably where a lot of those extra vitamins are coming from, just in the sheer size of it. But there you go, guys. So I hope somebody out there got something from this video. And thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.